Go ahead.
But I was just going to say, so I made mention of that fluoride, right? Like nothing sounds more hippie woo and conspiracy theorists if you say fluoride might not be healthy. But then I started looking, and there are data published on PubMed, Library of Congress, right, that say that it might impact thyroid hormone and neurodevelopmental issues might. Okay, so I covered that a little bit. Whew. My Wikipedia slammed. I'm a fluoride denier. Suddenly I'm not a fluoride denier. Suddenly they accuse me of being a fluoride denier. And I started catching a lot more heat from trad media. Gosh, same way I said mineral-based sunscreens seem great. Zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, chemical-based sunscreens, they concern me a little bit. I made a bad joke. I said they concern me more than melanoma, which was not a good joke to make because that's what landed on my Wikipedia. Now they accuse me of not believing in sunscreen. Okay. Anyway, now after that, fast forward 6 months or so, there's 2 lawsuits in this country, one against a major city on the West Coast to try and remove fluoride, one against a major city on the East Coast to try and increase the amount of fluoride because they claimed that there wasn't enough fluoride in there to protect the teeth of these kids that were drinking the water. But now I open up the internet the other day, and all of a sudden, NIH, CDC are saying, hey, we might be concerned about new data and some old data about fluoride and neurodevelopmental issues. Suddenly it's covered by trad media. So now it's okay to talk about because they're talking about it. But we were right before and we're right now. I didn't say don't drink water out of the tap. I said get informed, look up how much fluoride is in your water locally, filter if you need to, or not. Take the knowledge into consideration.
I didn't know there were people that were so tied to fluoride. What's the deal?
Well, it's in the drinking water and it does make teeth stronger. The question is, does it have ill effects if people aren't filtering it out?
We filter it all out. We got a new system at my house about a year ago.
So reverse osmosis or distill?
Man, I don't know. I looked at so many of them, I can't remember, but it goes through 3 filters and then it goes through this thing called like a biodynamizer or something like that.
It probably is reverse osmosis and then remineralizes the water, which you want. What I learned from researching microplastics is they're everywhere. We can give up trying to get them out of the environment. They're everywhere. But you can minimize, drinking out of these metal cans is good. I drink out of some plastic every once in a while. A glass vessel is good. Metal's good. There are a few things out there, like certain brands of carbonated water that have been hit particularly hard with the analysis. Like they'll go do analysis of sparkling water. Like Topo Chico landed flat on its face with tons of these endocrine disruptors.
No. Are you serious?
Oh yeah, it's the worst by a long shot. That was in roughly 2020, 2021.
I love Topo Chico.
It's like 9 point something parts per trillion. But then Coca-Cola company who owns them said that they were going to reduce that. I think they've halved that. But in terms of the number of endocrine disruptor forever chemicals that are in there, much, much higher than in anything else. Even though it's glass, it's the water. They may have cleaned that up. Somebody should do an analysis again. But then it goes the other way too. So you may have heard, we ingest a credit card's worth of plastic every week. That study was refuted by another study that showed no, that measurement was off by about 1 millionfold. It's actually much lower. You can also phase 2 liver detox a lot of this stuff by, eat some broccoli and cruciferous vegetables every once in a while. There's sulforaphane in cruciferous vegetables will help with stage 2 liver detoxification. You're not, by the way, folks, to be clear, you're not detoxing your liver, you're assisting your liver to detox things from your body. When you use detox, that's like the trad media loves to jump on that. You can't detox. You can detox that you have toxins in your body. You can sweat some of them out, but not all of them. Your liver helps remove certain waste products. Sulforaphane, you can take in supplement form, you can get from cruciferous vegetables, broccoli sprouts, et cetera. That'll help. But trying to reduce the amount of microplastics, especially for pregnant women and young kids. Shayna Swan, who's been on Rogan's podcast, has been on my podcast, it hasn't come out yet, has been talking about how, just to be direct, that these endocrine disruptors during pregnancy are shortening the distance between the scrotum and the anus in boys. The taint size, literally, is shrinking toward a more female pattern with progressive exposure to phthalates and endocrine disruptors present in receipts, present in plastic bottles, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and egg count. Egg counts are going down in women at a given age. Polycystic ovarian syndromes are going up. Shana, who's a researcher for several decades now, thinks this is related to the prevalence of endocrine disruptors in receipts, forever chemicals, and so on. So these have real implications. Reduced sperm counts, these are real effects. Testosterone levels are going down, sperm counts are going down, and it correlates well with phthalates and things in drinking water, not fluoride, but other things, endocrine disruptors.